Hello, all you amazing healers. So, today I want to talk about something that's really important for you and your well being. And in order for you to support yourself, you have to realize that there's some things energetically interesting about how you call income in. And I'm going to talk about those today, and that includes what it is you need and how you define what you need. So stay tuned to hear more. After interviewing hundreds of amazing healers like you on my podcast, I discovered their biggest challenges include not knowing where to get started to build their healing practice, build their practice so they can attract a stable income to support themselves, and that their advertising efforts seem like a waste of time and money. I had these same frustrations during my 30-year healing history. When I finally retired as a physics professor, I needed to replace my six-figure salary fast. As a highly sensitive introvert, I couldn't use typical sales techniques. Instead, I developed a 3-step system that replaced my income within 5 months. I've helped others develop their successful healing businesses with this system, and I can help you too. I'm Dr. Anastasia Chopelas. Listen in to discover more. Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here again. So today I'm going to talk about something kind of practical, but it's energetic as well. And that is how you call the income into your life. Now, for a lot of people, money is kind of icky, but really it's just your energy. You're giving your energy out and it's calling that money back to you, right? So when you think about what it is that you want to call in, you can't just come up with a pie in the sky number. Oh, I'd like to make $100,000 a month. Because somewhere in your subconscious, somewhere it's going to go, really? Like, why? Sorry, I'm getting over a cold a little bit. Let me take a sip here. It was better than getting COVID because we had a COVID positive in the family, but not me because I have a kick-ass immune system, right? Okay, so let's get back to the topic of money. So when you're asking for an income, you have to establish why somewhere in your subconscious. And it doesn't matter what the reason is. It just has to have meaning for you. So the first thing to do, of course, is to establish what you absolutely need to have, right? That includes adding up your housing costs, your food costs, include eating out, and your fun time, because that's a necessity, right? You need to have fun. What your utilities are, including all the ones you want to have, such as, cable TV, or if you don't watch TV, maybe you like to do some streaming, whatever it is, something educational, right? All your car expenses, including fuel, insurance, repair, all of that. Your clothing allowance, create a clothing allowance for yourself. Whether it doesn't matter whether it's $100 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, right? Something to keep your clothing replenished. And then, of course, for your business needs, you need to have your advertising expenses, your website, your software, your office, and your business, and any miscellaneous, including your service people or employees or something like that. These are your needs. Right? And a lot of us can tighten our belt and cut back on our needs, but you shouldn't have to, because that's also energetically draining, right? Because you're going, oh, well, then I can't have this and I can't have that. And how am I going to do this? And then I'm going to have to spend a lot more time doing that. You don't want to have to do that, right? So now that you've summed up all your expenses, double it, right? The reason why you want to double it is this. You want to create, because this is part of your need, you want to create a cause or a powerful desire for that income. So this is what I'd call a productive need, right? So first, you can either create a nonprofit of your own or donate to a cause that you're really passionate about. Like every month I donate to 2 or 3 causes, and I'm really passionate about helping children, families in need, battered women, people that have no place to go. These are things that I'm really passionate about, and also the environment, right? And next, you want to create a mission statement that's so bold that it scares you, right? Like for me, creating a mission statement includes wanting to have impact on at least 1 million people's health and well-being, right? And I can't do that alone. And that's like, to me, very scary to even say that, because that's a lot of people. But if you think about it, one person can impact 10 or 20. So every time I help one person, that can impact 10 or 20, right? And and one of the other things that you can also do for yourself to help create more need, creating a productive need, is decide that you're going to travel more or improve your home, like you really need home. For me, it was being able to afford to live in this beautiful home that you can see here. And, I never thought I'd be able to afford in the Los Angeles area a house this size, right? So, and if you saw my videos from before, you could see that I was in this little tiny office with the books right behind me, where now they're off to the side and in another room. So you need to create a productive need. Let's say you have a desire to hire somebody else, right? So that helps expand your basic needs. So that helps create a real need to have a greater income. And now that you've doubled these things that you've created, now here's where the secret sauce comes in. You want to allocate to the following. So remember, I said double it. So 50% goes to pay your expenses. And now you take 10% and send it to savings, and 10% to grow you, right? So self-development, or becoming more educated in whatever it is you're looking for, or to grow your business. That includes salaries, education, getting a coach, those things. So that 10%. So you can keep putting money in the pot, right? So you can have different pots. You can keep putting money in that pot to help you develop and grow. Ideally, you want 10% to go to charity, right? It's about that for me now. And you also want 10% to go to investment. So right now, I've been putting money away into my IRA account. I get only about another year to be able to do that. And then I have to start withdrawing. The U.S. government doesn't allow you doing it past the age of 71, I think, right? And then you want another 10% or so to go to advertisement. So advertisement would be going to networking meetings, belonging to organizations in which you do network, doing online networking, whatever it is, however you do it, that's considered an advertisement. Putting ads out, creating flyers, paying to speak somewhere. All of those things count as advertising because you're drawing attention to yourself. So now that you see you've got 50% goes to pay everything, right? And now you have that other 50%. So that becomes your very essential need for what you want to have in your income. And once you have that income, now you're going to figure out how much you need to charge for your services in order to create that income. So it makes it really practical, but if you consider it energetically, if you don't have the need, right? And a lot of us are not that concerned with money. We're more concerned with the health and welfare of the people around us, whether they're happy, whether they're healthy, whether their families are thriving. I mean, some of you might like to live in like a 5,000 square foot mansion up overlooking the ocean or the mountains, but a lot of the healers I met, not interesting, right? It's not interesting. And so, and if that's you, that's okay. There's no judgment on my part. I think it's awesome. And all the places, every time I've gone into big homes, I've loved them. But I am comfortable here in my 2,000 square foot house, and there are 6 people around, right? So that's how I grew up, 6 people in a 2,000 square foot home. So now, by establishing an absolute need of this amount, 50% going to your most important and essential expenses, and you can expand those expenses as time goes on. The more you expand the expenses, the more your energetic need calls that in, right? And you have to get practical with it. And so in the next step, which will be in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to calculate what it is that you should be charging for your services, because it depends on you. It does not depend on what the prevailing rate is. It depends on you, how much you can handle, how many clients you can handle a day, how many clients you can handle a week, how many people you intend to attract, how many people, how much time do you want to work, right? So that is all highly dependent. So remember, here's what we do. We calculate our basic needs, all your necessary expenses, including your business expenses, which includes your advertising, your computer needs, your office needs, and your employee needs, right? All your basic expenses, and then you double it. So now you have a place to allocate that doubled money to help you grow, to secure your future, because a lot of healers I know have not done that yet. To secure your future, so you're not having to work until the day you die, although some of us will, right? But you have that, you have the choice, right? And having choice frees you up, frees your energy up, frees that anxiety up, and helps you live more relaxed, bring in more healing through you and more energy for other people, right? So that's all I have to say for today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you found this message helpful, please subscribe to this channel, give me a thumbs up or a 5-star rating, and share it with your friends. To discover more about the 3-step system for attracting a generous income as a healer or intuitive coach, sign up for free at www.highpaidhealers.com. I look forward to seeing you there and in the next video.